My name is Roni Gold. I was born in the Bronx to an Israeli mother and an American father. When I was a child, my father would bring me to neighborhoods like the one he grew up in, where life was hard. He grew up with an urgent desire to improve life for his widowed mother and his future family. And he wanted us to know that there, but for the grace of God, could have been us. Every summer, my mother would take my brothers and me to Israel to stay with her family. I felt at home with them and developed a strong attachment to Israel and its people. This was reinforced by a high school trip to Poland with the March to the Living. We visited concentration camps, including Majdanek, a concentration camp located in the middle of a town. Afterwards, I couldn't stop thinking that people living in the town must have known what was happening in the camp, but did nothing to help. After graduating college, I decided to become a teacher. My reason was simple. I had lived a blessed life and felt that I should use the opportunities given me to support others. I concluded that there was no better way to do this than in the classroom. In 2008, after jobs in Watertown and Malden, and then another at a wonderful school in Harlem, my family decided to make its home in Northampton, Massachusetts. I've been a math teacher in nearby Springfield, Massachusetts ever since. When October 7th arrived, I was working as a district math coach and shared an office with a district reading coach. I'm an Israeli American, and she is a Palestinian and Puerto Rican American. We were good friends on October 6th and resolved to remain so on October 8th. One way we demonstrated our friendship and support for one another was to both display Israeli and Palestinian flags on our shared desk. Notwithstanding our efforts, the environment in Northampton quickly gave way to polarizing rhetoric and demonizing Israel and its supporters. As invectives mounted, many Jews became fearful and began to hide their identity. I wanted to help, so I went to the mayor and city council members and recommended measures to reassure Israelis and Palestinians living in our city. Instead, mobs took over our city council meetings and drowned out any speaker who shared a message recognizing or supporting Israel. Hostage posters were ripped down across our city. A restaurant owned by an Israeli was vandalized several times. Jewish students were accused of being genocidal. Swastikas appeared in my daughter's classroom and on the buses. She was even warned by a friend not to speak Hebrew in public. For me and many other Jews, Northampton was suddenly a place we no longer recognized. Since arriving there, my wife and I have thrown ourselves into the life of the community. We were active in our neighborhood association, engaged with our wonderful synagogue. I was also elected to the Northampton School Committee, served as a board member of the Jewish Federation of Western Mass, and was active with numerous other organizations. I believe that my efforts helped create a more inclusive and welcoming city. However, in important ways, it was now welcoming for everyone except many of its Jewish citizens. It was in this difficult environment that something important began to happen. It started with small WhatsApp groups that formed to respond to attacks against the Jewish community. One group challenged false claims that Israel sponsored apartheid. Another addressed school-based incidents. Yet another focused on the city to take down anti-Semitic and anti-Israel graffiti. And these groups began finding each other and amplifying each other's efforts. Today, we are developing a movement that is establishing a strong Jewish voice. AJC is leaning in to help us do that. So while it's true anti-Semitism is once again a part of our everyday reality, we are learning that there are constructive ways to fight back, speak out, and reclaim our community. This is a struggle that will take time and will require willing partners like AJC. I want to make sure that my city is a welcoming community it has always been, and believe now that more and more people want the same for ourselves, our children, and the generations that follow. This has been my journey to freedom.